Speaking of Poppy, I miss watching him play in uh, in Major League Baseball.
I don't. If I want to pop you now, I watch Bob Does Sports, the big ticket. Par three Poppy's son.
Oh my gosh, that brother can play though, man.
Who?
Poppy can hit the ball. I don't know what's happening. Are we live? Can you
How would
check?
I know?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, Sean.
I don't know.
Let's see. Hey, looks like we're live, Jeff.
Are we?
Looks like it.
Good grief! I done screwed the whole thing up. Joe Taylor's internet done messed up everything in the whole citywide. Man,
Don't put that on Joe.
I'm depressed. I'm depressed. See, folks, Jerry don't even care if I'm depressed. That's okay.
I heard impressed. I was waiting for the rest of it.
Camera's rolling again. He's going back to being silent. What the heck?
Morning,
Oh,
family.
oh my lord.
I'm just about to draft Rome Odunze in the first round for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm picking Rome Odunze ahead of Dallas Turner. Sorry, Jeff.
Well, you know football better than just about anybody I know, so I will just take whatever you say and be happy with it.
I'm not even an expert in paper football. I don't know what you're talking.
I've played paper football with you before. You're pretty good at it.
Back in the day, it was different.
Well, you remember when we would sit up at the office and we would make paper footballs and try to kick field goals across the room?
I remember us doing that in church one time. If I only had a newspaper, Jeff.
Oh my gosh. Dude, how great was that? Jerry, you're the best soundboard operator I've ever worked. And what was so great is that sound booth that we built, we made sure that dude built it so both of us could sit in it.
But I had to crinkle the newspaper every time you'd start snoring to wake you up. It was great, epic even.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I
Amen.
mean,
Excuse me.
well, we've had some times. We've had some,
Woo.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember, we, was it you or was it Josh Clemmer? Or maybe it was, I don't, or, no, you remember that big dude named Milton?
I do remember Milton.
So listen to this. It was Milton. I think it was Brother Gary had left his keys on top of his little white Corolla, right?
Yeah.
So and he walked. You know, he would walk a lot. So he was walking. He had left his keys on top of the Corolla, and Wednesday night Bible study was about to start, and he would walk a little bit. So Milton took his keys, and Milton went and locked all the doors, the external doors, because they were already in the sanctuary, and he couldn't get back in the church.
That was great.
And this is no cell phones, man. The dude had a pager. There's no cell phone, so he's beating on the door, beating on the door. Dude made him late for Bible study.
Beepers.
Huh?
Beepers, man, back in the day.
Peepers. Peepers. You had about three of them on your hip.
Had to, man.
One that, never mind.
Mind your business.
You had that one. I had to upgrade to get one that had the keyboard on it.
That was cool, right?
Yeah, that was nice. So you was texting before texting was really a thing.
Yeah. I
That
got
was.
that from that was my Sir Mix-a-Lot days. Hey, what's going on with the weather today, my guy?
Oh man, that's cold as a mug this morning. I was outside walking a little bit, and I saw real quick, or felt real quick, that it was going to be the day of the day. It's 50 degrees right, 52 right now, but it's going to be 64 as a high, low is 41. But about noon, We got some wind coming in, son, and it is going to be windy. So bundle.
You got baseball today?
We do 6 o'clock tonight. We're going up on the hill in Susan Moore.
Ooh, talk about windy.
It's gonna be cold, bro. Will you come
Thank
up?
you, Miss Nancy. I love your hat too.
What?
Miss Nancy likes my hat.
Does she know what that is? That's a New England Patriot hat.
You're out of your mind. What you need to do, Pastor Jeff, is take that disrespectfulness toward Kyle Davis and the DAR Patriots out your mouth.
I would never disrespect that man.
You would never disrespect his wife.
No, I'm scared of that lady. I'm scared of her.
All them kids? Good Lord, it's like an army.
Yeah. She has to be rough and tough to be married to him.
That's a factual statement.
Hey, did Kyle Davis play baseball with Jason Cole, or they play against each other?
I don't think either.
So they're not close to the same. Well, they're about the same age, aren't they?
Kyle Davis?
Yeah.
He went to Alexandria.
No. I'm talking about college. Where did he play baseball?
Oh, Huntington.
Oh, Huntington. Okay.
Yeah.
And Jason Sneed?
Yeah, only way Jason went to Huntington is he bought a ticket.
Oh my gosh. So I see.
I think they know each other through Jason coaching at West End, I think.
Oh, okay. And Jason coached baseball up there?
I believe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
A few different places. I don't know. I know he was at Gaston.
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure he even coached some football at West End, I think.
Jason?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know he had his coaching card. That's cool, man. That's good, man. So why is he not? You ought to be coaching now, Jason, when you come back and watch this. If you ever watch our stuff, you ought to be coaching.
He never watches.
I know. Somebody tag Jason Cole and tell him we're talking about him. Or tell him Jerry's talking about him. Hey, your traffic was atrocious this morning, by the way.
Absolutely. There's some red out there, my friend.
It's bad, man.
And part of that red is people just don't know how to drive.
Yes. Especially this red, not Camaro. What's that thing that looks like a Camaro that you make fun of me? It's not a Charger.
Oh, Charger?
Yeah, that dude was.
Well, you know what I got to talk about first on my agenda today? The bird flu.
Heard it's coming.
So they found the second case ever in Texas this week. It's the second ever human case reported in the U.S. Was confirmed in Texas this week. The bird flu, H5N1 to be exact.
H5.
But why am I ever exact? I was reading that globally there's been like 500 deaths ever linked to H5N1 since 2003, but still, man. So they're killing. Well, they destroyed, I think, like 2 million chickens earlier this week that tested positive at an egg production plant in Texas. It is. Here we go. Buckle in.
How would that be transmitted? Like to
maybe like when your daughter gets up to eat eggs at midnight. That's probably it.
Woo! I'm gonna tag her in this and see what 9-minute mark Uncle Jerry tells on her.
Yeah, so we got those bird flu situations. So that's affected over 82 million birds since 2022.
Jeez, man.
Interesting.
The H5?
It's it's called the specific is H5N1.
H5. I'm dyslexic, so I don't know. H5.
God. Or 1N5H.
Oh, that.
Yeah, to turn the devil Halloween around on it,
Jeez. Are you ready for the eclipse that's coming up Monday?
I'm unavailable Monday for an eclipse, so I'll catch you next time.
What's it been, 7 years or something like that?
I was busy then too. I don't remember.
Yeah, you were busy. That's for sure. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look at your boy Matthew Cherry's comment.
I don't see it. I don't get live up to minute comments like you do.
Well, this I normally don't because I'm not using this, but now I'm having to use this iPad, and it's I was right in front of me, so I'm looking at it. It says, "Jerry White, with all that blue, you look like the Cookie Monster." Jerry don't eat cookies, Matthew.
Is
Jerry,
that supposed to offend me?
you don't eat cookies,
Not only is C for cookie, C's for coffee. Rah, 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 rah.
dude. You be nomming on coffee.
Man, what's wrong with Cookie Monster, dog? I
Oh,
can't believe Matthew's taking shots. That's
I love
it's always easy to pick on the fat man. I
oh
get it. Just take
that's
the low hanging fruit, would you?
that's me, not you anymore. That's me.
I got more stories, Jeff.
What?
So Amazon's cloud layoff. Do you hear about this?
Mm-mm.
They laid off hundreds of employees from its cloud computing division. Hmm.
Hmm. And what's the reason?
It says earlier this week, Amazon announced it was ending its Just Walk Out program. I'm not sure what that means, but so they have supposedly reported supplementally by thousands of Indian workers. Huh. They've cut 27,000 jobs since 2022.
Dang.
Yeah, Amazon's 90 billion cloud business has slowed in recent quarters.
Do you think that's because people are paranoid of Amazon having all of their stuff?
I think it's smart. I'll leave it like that.
Mm.
I mean, we're already getting censored enough, and our algorithm is being jacked up, and they're messing with us and slowing us down already. So, got to be careful what I say. That's right, Miss Nancy. They outsourced to India.
Man, well,
I'll leave it there, Jeff Underwood.
so if your daughter played, if she was in school now, she was playing sports,
Mhm.
and a big 6 foot, strong, not Stedman, strong man named
Oh, okay.
not Stedman, but a 6 foot tall basketball player played against her and fouled her hard, knocked her down, um, was abusive out there on the court, say playing basketball. Um, but this girl was a man. There's a 6 foot tall KIPP Academy senior that's competing against girls in multiple high school sports, including volleyball, hurdles, shot put, taekwondo, all of these different things. And obviously, what you think that person is doing, dominating. Would you let your kid play, your daughter play, fight taekwondo or whatever against a grown man?
Yeah, but no, knowing my daughter Jeff, and she played a little basketball with she had Coach Vogel, right? She loved Coach Vogel. Abby would have jabbed him in the junk and took the technical foul, and went on in.
This dude injured um, 3 girls before halftime.
Yeah,
And finally, the coach of the other team said, "We're done. They walked off. They forfeited.
yeah,
So we're not playing this grown man."
yeah, man. It'd have been Rock the Bells radio.
Yeah.
Rock the Bells.
So my hope is this coach that said, "Hey, we're done. We're not playing you," doesn't get backlash. I pray the community rallies around them and says, "Hey, thanks for protecting our daughters out there the best that you could."
Hey, where is that? What state is that?
Tip High School. Let me look again. Hold on. I just clicked
I'm not
off.
from, I'm not familiar with that. I know a lot of different high schools. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let me get it. Where did it go? Dude, how did I just lose that?
You got caught up in the cloud and they walked out.
No, let's see. Looks like up in New England, that area.
Figures.
Let me make sure. Oh, your dog's barking at food.
No, it's garbage day, Jeff. So when the garbage truck comes down the road, all these dogs on my street get a bowdy.
About to be getting mad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on.
Any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? Just put them out here, man. We'll certainly discuss it.
Yeah, it's in Mass. Yeah.
Yeah, figures.
But typical, right?
Well, I bet they don't play no teams from Worcester, Mass. But they ghetto, man. They'll hurt somebody.
Worcester.
Mm-hmm. That's where the Wahlbergs grew up.
Yeah. They'll get you out there. That is for sure.
So we've talked bird flu. We've spoken about a man playing against girls, Amazon layoff, but we didn't really talk about yesterday, Jeff, the Taiwan earthquake. How sad. How absolute sad.
Yeah, it was terrible. It's terrible. We had saw yesterday afternoon, about 4:30 or 5, the water started rushing out in Okinawa and like pulling out and decreasing, and they started sounding the tsunami warnings and all those types of things because of that it triggered other earthquakes. I think a 4.4 or 5.4 off the coast of Okinawa. So,
Yeah.
and thank God that didn't happen. I mean, they had some waves, but it's terrible, man. And my mom and my dad and sister used to live in Taiwan years ago, and they said there were wonderful people out there, just really really great people in Taiwan. And that's tragedy, man. It's just
Yeah,
terrible.
well, I was reading where they say Taiwan sits what they call on the Ring of Fire, and
Uh,
it's they're in that tectonic boundaries that encircles the Pacific Basin, where roughly 75-80% of the world's volcanoes are right there, and that's where 90% of the earthquakes happen. So you know what I'm doing? I'm moving.
you getting out?
Holla at y'all.
I'm getting
Wow.
out. Yeah, it's terrible, man.
And last I heard that it was only I say only, there was like 9 or 10 people that died. Thousands were injured, but
Yeah.
thankfully the death toll could have been outrageous. So thank God there were limited deaths.
Do you think that they have different protocol and standards as far as buildings and those types of things?
Of course, yeah, no question.
So, what is going on with? And I meant to text you last night, but I was leaving you alone. Um, what happened to Bones and JT? Why are they
Did they split for sure?
uh, yeah. JT had
Oh,
tweeted out, I wish him all the best in the world. He's considered family among my friends, those types of things. But right before the Masters, do you think that's a good move?
well, man, Bones has been a tremendous caddy for a long time. There's no question about that. But also with caddies, Jeff, it has to be it has to be the right one, right? To be able to, if I'm caddying for you on tour, a couple things have to come into play. You have to know I got your best interest at heart, right? Because the more money you make, the more money I make.
Sure.
You have to believe I know your swing, I know your yardages, I know what you're capable of, I know what shots you like, what shots you hit very well, what shots you don't feel comfortable with. And not that the players always go by the caddy's suggestion, because at the end of the day, it's the player's choice,
Right.
right? If I'm saying, hey, I need you to hit this 8, you say, I feel more like a 7, you get the call, right? The caddy's not going to rip it from your hands. So there has to be some trust there, but there's obviously some issues. JT's looking for somebody to blame, right? He's not been playing well. One of the greatest golfers in the world, but he's been struggling. So maybe a shakeup is what it's needed, and maybe it's just as simple as that. Maybe there is no just wants to change something, go in a different direction, get a different perspective, a different take. Bones is getting older. Maybe he's not keeping up. Maybe his eyes aren't as good anymore, so the yardages aren't what he thinks, or he's not walking as quickly, or he's not cleaning the club as quickly, or he's not reading the greens. So that's your only advantage is your caddy can read these putts for you on the greens.
Yeah.
So again, it's a lot of trust and whatnot.
Bones, I wasn't really aware of him, how good he was, until you brought attention to me. He's got a storied career.
Man, yeah, stupid money.
And you said he was actually a tremendous golfer.
Golfer, yeah, he was doing it.
So did he start out with Phil or Tiger?
He was before both those guys. Let me see. Let me look it up.
But didn't he caddy for both of those guys at one time?
He did, yeah.
So you got Phil Mickelson, and you Tiger Woods, and I said Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, y'all, and then went to JT. I wonder, do you think JT gets his dad to caddy for him in the Masters?
I don't know.
He trusts a lot as far as his golf game and those things.
I would pay extra money to see you play in the Masters and Bob caddy for you. That's going to go over like a pregnant pole vaulter.
That would not end well, son. Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of relationship they have.
Did you just say that?
I didn't hear what you said.
Did you just say a pregnant pole vaulter?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
No.
And you never will. Oh. Because they go up and do that, man. They barely going to get caught. Like mine's going to get caught.
That's good. That's good stuff.
I'm trying to find some information on him, and I'm on this Masters website that I go to a lot. It really doesn't break it down too much what happened, but I mean Mackey's good.
Yeah.
But that's something to watch. I mean, we got the Masters next week.
Who picks him up? Who picks Mackey up?
Anybody who's not playing well.
You gotta, if you're struggling, you've gotta get Bones. You gotta hire him, right?
Hey, Matthew, I'm not familiar with the thoughts on UConn's airplane situation.
Well, it's the weather that was up there. They canceled over 1,000 flights trying to get get them out of there. But
is that the men's or women's team we're talking, or both?
Trying to get to Arizona.
Well, when is that game?
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. Man, we're gonna be busy Saturday.
What are we doing Saturday?
Well, we have early. We're going to be eating pancakes and biscuits and gravy at Rainbow City for Pancake Day.
That's true.
We have a church cleanup day.
Oh yeah.
We have Auburn A-Day game. That's at 2, and we have some college basketball that night.
Alabama's the early game, I think.
What time is that one?
I think it's 6.
Okay, so it's gonna be a busy day.
6:20, something like that. Man, it is a busy day. Can I get my biscuit and gravy and my one pancake to taste, or my 2 to see who's the best pancake cooker? Can I get that to go?
No. That ain't
Man,
what we're doing, Jeff. We're
dang it.
gonna sit there and bask in the ambiance.
The ambiance. Hey, where is this? Where is the
It's at the community, right there by the library.
That's a small place to do a pancake day when you got a lot of folks coming in like that. Isn't that kind of a small place to do that?
What I mean, no.
It's not.
If Joe Taylor can fit in there with his entourage, which is about 60,000 people, it'll be enough.
Oh gosh,
Joe's
I
got an entourage.
I didn't know quite where you were going with that. You paused. There was a pause there. You said, "I don't know if Joe Taylor could fit it in there with his entourage."
Well, I had to be specific. Now, I would never disrespect my man.
Yeah,
Hey, Justin Gibbs is watching. He says 7:49 tip off for Bama, Jeff.
7:49.
Justin Gibbs.
Justin Gibbs.
That
That
dude.
is he. Justin is he still doing play by play for somebody?
I think he's doing it for his wife because they got them kids now.
They got a lot of kids. Yeah. Oh my gracious, that's good.
I saw Justin. I saw your mother not too long ago in the great store of Walmart. I love Miss Polly, man. She's something.
Well, I think either Faye or Ken's here or my mom has snuck in. I've never had anybody sneak in during the thing, but I hear some stuff out there. So, oh my gracious, you got your
Jeff
boy.
Little says roll tide roll.
Hey, you seen that commercial with the the Allstate commercial with Larry Bird?
It's
Oh, you
not ringing a bell.
gotta see it, bro. I haven't seen Larry Bird in a commercial since Michael Jordan and him did the McDonald's.
That
Uh,
was classic, my friend.
all your shot stuff, all that kind of deal. But he's in this one now, and it's really good. With that, what's that guy called? Chaos or Havoc or
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah, that dude. That's pretty
man?
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
Justin semi-retired from broadcasting.
semi-retired. Okay, what does that mean?
You know, when you're on his level, you do what you want.
Yeah, Bird.
Jamie Grant, Bird in the attic.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, where's
Oh,
Jamie Grant been, man? I hadn't heard from him. He hadn't been commenting.
so what
He's
Justin?
been busy.
He's me. He must. He just shows up and says whatever. Is that what you do, Justin? You just show up. Jerry does all the work.
Jerry
Or
does no work. Jamie
or
Grant will tell you. Jamie Grant doesn't even like me.
who cares, man? Do
Well,
you like
because we love Jamie,
this?
man. Yeah,
Like
it hurts when somebody doesn't reciprocate the love back.
if your wife likes you and you like you and the Lord likes you, it don't matter if anybody likes you.
I'm screwed then.
I mean, truthfully, I don't care.
What Jamie Grant say?
I
Jerry
don't.
ain't as funny as he thinks he is.
I don't see what he said. I don't see nothing.
No, he said that to some people the other day,
Oh,
which I thought was hilarious, by the way. You know what would make the show perfect, Jeff?
if you did it by yourself. You asked. Don't ask. I'm trying to help. What will make it perfect?
Some little Burton's coffee and Hunt Brother Pizza.
I'm agreeing with that.
Mm.
Agreeing with that.
None of the Baptist coffee from Meadowbrook, but the little Burton's coffee, that's good.
No, because I think Baptists put sedatives in their coffees.
You leave P. Diddy out of this, my friend. What in the Bill Cosby are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
Hey, some other news going on out there. Where was that? Yeah, it was something pretty cool, I thought, but maybe not.
uh,
Ukraine is lowering the military age from 27 to 25.
Well, okay.
It's a slow news day, guy. What do you want me to say? It's a slow news day.
How much? How many more people could that get them? I mean, is that a bunch?
Well, they have to. They're kind of depleted. I would think. How long have they been in this war?
It's been a year, over a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You think we need a female counterpart? That, that's not what this show needs.
No,
I
no.
mean, this show needs professionalism, some better quality human beings, somebody that's actually funny, unlike myself. But I got Pastor Jeff, so that'll be fine.
Um,
Pastor Jeff in the mornings.
I'm kind of feminine. So,
Hey, when's Jeremy Grant gonna buy a radio station? He buys everything else.
there. I heard that there's one for sale.
It'll never go through. The owner ain't gonna let that happen.
But so you're saying that
Or his mistress. They
uh,
ain't gonna let it happen.
oh, I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know if you had to pay some fine. He had to pay some fines or um, actually get a tag
Coming,
back online or something. I don't know.
coming.
I,
Hey, Jeff, how was your resurrection Sunday? Was it good?
you
I know
talking?
you're busy.
Who you talking to?
Trying you.
It was good. It was good. We got to.
I know the family pictures was always great, man.
They were good. Yeah, they were good. Sure, they were good. I did notice where there's a pastor in, I think it's Knoxville, um,
Okay.
that has turned two of his churches into homeless shelters. Um, you know, he's doing something that Joel Osteen wouldn't do. Um,
Woo!
train them.
Preach up.
He didn't want to. He literally said this out of his mouth. We just had new carpet installed. Who says that? Who says we don't care if your home got blown away, your home got flooded, if all these people dead, but we got new carpet in the church, and so we're not really gonna open that up for you. And
Yeah.
people still go there. I
They-
don't-
They're growing, man, because people don't want the true word of God. They want to feel good about everything, so they want to take scripture out of context and they want to tickle the ears. And look, if you're feeling negative about yourself, you need some encouragement. Go and listen to Joel Osteen for a minute, right? You're going to get that. Are you going to get biblical truths? Yeah, probably not. You're going to get an opportunity to buy a bunch of books that are number one bestsellers? Absolutely. Cleaning tips? Probably not. Um, but yeah,
dude? They were on the streets by his church, and you can't come in here. And so I'm giving kudos to Pastor Tim Jackson. He said, you know what? These places that we have are cold and they're vacant, and we're not using them. They're in the heart of Knoxville's historic district, and so
mhm,
we're gonna turn them into homeless shelters, and people that don't have a place to sleep or get a warm meal. Guess what? They're gonna get to do it now. So he took the United Methodist Church there, Investor United Methodist, or Magnolia Avenue, I think is the name of it, and Vestal or something, and turned them into homeless shelters, warming stations, and all those different types of places. And uh, that's pretty impressive to me. That
I,
hey,
I see you. I see you, Patrick Washington. Get that warming station up.
hey, I think I saw where he had mentioned that he's gonna have to trying to turn his into an overnight shelter.
Yeah, because I think I read that article too, where we've had a shelter shut down. Is that right?
That's correct. The former Love Center, which was Charles C's place,
Oh, yeah.
they've gone completely out of business. They were a men and women's shelter when they were the Love Center, and then they went to a straight women's shelter, and now they've completely gone out of business. They've shut the thing completely down. So you've got Salvation Army only. That's the overnight for both, for men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for sure for the Salvation Army and Freedom Center.
Oh man, yeah. Freedom Center is doing a great job too, man. Bruce is tremendous. So.
And today's actually Patrick Washington's birthday.
Oh yeah.
I saw a bunch of pictures of him.
I wonder what outfit he's wearing.
Whatever his wife picks out.
I saw where he was like 2 or 3 weeks ago picking out his birthday outfit. I don't even give thought to what I'm going to put on until 5 minutes before. Obviously, it shows, but.
Well, I think whatever he puts on is better than the birthday suit he came in this world in.
Yeah. Go on, wear that suit. Yeah. Not the
It's
birthday.
probably going to be black. Man, he is a fanatic he loves black and white stuff.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a big black and white guy.
Okay. All right.
And the meals he be giving away, legit.
Huh?
The feeding station, the meals.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
I tell you, another thing too is there's a church in Alabama City right before you get on the right. If you're going in to Alabama City from Gadsden, right?
Okay.
Downtown. So you're going on Mega Boulevard, and on the right there's a little church, and they have a booth that they just built, and it's got doors on it, and they had it open, and it had fresh produce all in there, and it's free for anybody who wants to come by in the community that needs fresh produce. I think more churches need to do that kind of stuff.
What, now explain me where that is again.
It's I think it's Keener. Maybe it's not Keener. I don't know. If you're going into Alabama City, right before you go, the road turns into a 2-lane, and you go around that curve to Dollar General and to where the new grocery store is right there. It's a little white church sits right there on the road on Mega Boulevard. It's right past that egg roll place.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah. Jeff Little says, Jerry, how does it feel to know the Bills will never win a Super Bowl? Sorry, my bad. I'm just reading the question. That's what Jeff Little asked you. He wants to know. So answer Jeff Little. Kevin Stevens says facts. See, y'all don't have to deal with it the rest of the day. Y'all start this crap, and then I have to deal with it.
Well, let me speak to this, Mr. Little. First of all, I hope you and your family are blessed. Thank you for what you're doing with the bash and the bin. It's incredible. Now about your disrespectfulness, you're not wrong. It's probably never going to happen. Stephon Diggs, one of the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL, but he's a basket case, right? He's a me-centric guy, but we got rid of him for a 2nd-round draft pick in next year's draft. We're going to take a $31 million hit to the dead cap this year. So it's like a parting of ways. It's like JT and Bones, right? They had to part ways. Same kind of thing happened. And I think the Falcons will probably win one before the Bills. I think they're doing some good things. I think Kirk Cousins is legit. I think you really need to get Dallas Turner in the draft to secure your edge. But you're looking fantastic. But as long as we got Josh Allen, as long as we got, can I just say, well, it's not in the picture, but we got James Cook at running back, who's phenomenal. We got Dalton Kincaid, one of the best tight ends in the league. We got some defensive help. We're going to be okay. Don't count us out yet. Bean does a great job. Our GM negotiating contracts, working the draft, doing things like that. We will We're gonna be okay. I'm gonna need a moment though. I'm kind of sad, man.
I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm
I don't
really
think we are.
they win. You speak, speaking of angry people, Stephen A. Smith, your favorite pundit. I'm proud of him. He stepped up and just snapped on Hillary Clinton. Did you see that?
I did not. I don't watch anything that he does.
That he taught her a lesson about talking down to voters, and he's really talking about black voters, and he says, how did that work out for you or her in 2016? You can't talk down to people and expect them to go ahead and vote for you. And I don't care for Stephen A. Smith at all, but I certainly enjoyed seeing that. That was just a beautiful little uh, tidbit of joy that it brought to me.
I'm sure it did. That's good stuff.
Sure did. Sure. Sure.
No, hey Jeff, well, you're 100% right. Being a Bills fan and a 49er fan is like being a Notre Dame fan. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of sadness. Um, that's why I have low expectations in life. But what I am is very loyal. Very loyal. Uh, Unlike Jason Cole, I'm with my team regardless. I just don't go with the team just winning. When
Well,
we're going to do the mock draft show, Jeff? The
hey,
week before the draft?
do it the night before
That's up to you.
or the day before, like do it on Wednesday.
Yeah, you tell me.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how yours lines up to the real to the real draft. I think that's always fun for me to see.
Jeff Little, are you a Falcon fan? I know you're a NASCAR fan, but who's your NFL team? Whoever your Alabama boys are playing for, which is everybody.
Yeah, he likes them. He likes everybody.
Yeah, they're everywhere. It's like baby kids. They everywhere.
Ooh,
They just multiply.
they don't die.
They multiply.
Hmm.
Jeff, who are you wanting with the Falcons' first pick?
Man, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I did know that. He is a Green Bay Packer fan. That's right. I did
Oh,
know
yeah.
that, Jeff. Did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Um,
you gotta. Yeah, your team's looking tremendous.
Green Bay. They
Yeah, yeah. They're young. Their payroll's in check. Really young team. Um, Interested to see what they do in the draft. You don't need quarterback. I mean, you got three young wide receivers. You got pick 25. I think you picked right after Dallas, right? Dallas 24, Jeff?
hold on. I can look. I think so. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
you're a Dallas guy. I thought you knew. Um,
hold
I
on.
think if
Yes.
Jeff, what if I'm Green Bay, um, I think if you have to do anything, it's offensive, defensive line has to be your go-to. And fourth, fifth round pick, maybe a quarterback, just for some depth. But I think OLDL is where you're at. It's all about the G for him. Glencoe, Green Bay.
Oh yeah, that matches up for him. So he can. It
It
just.
does. It does.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I would go with the edge rusher, like you said. I mean, I'll always take your advice when it comes to football. So maybe
For Atlanta,
do it now.
you said for Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
If Dallas Turner's there for you, I see you have to take him.
you think Turner? You think he's the best in the? Um, you like him or Verse best?
No, I like Dallas Turner best. You mean you verse from Florida State?
That's right.
Yeah, I think my first defensive player off the board will be Dallas Turner.
Well, you said that. I think.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: if Rome Odunze or Malik Neighbors is there, and Dallas Turner's there, you still go edge, or do you pick up one of the wide receivers?
No, I think you do. You go edge. You still got some talented receivers, and I think there's a big class of receivers. So you'll have some that you can pick up, and maybe that'll be left, that'll be around. So
Yeah, I just think the top tier, right? You got 3 or 4 top tier receivers. Then I think there's a drop off. Although, man, I've been watching a lot of film this week on wide receivers because obviously Buffalo needs one since we gave Diggs away. Um, Xavier Legette from South Carolina, the dude is man. I think he's way underrated. He's a 4.38 guy. He's 221 pounds. He's 6'2", almost 6'3". Dude can fly. He's like a bigger Debo Samuels. So if Buffalo could land him, I would be very happy.
well,
But we're not doing that today.
no. Hey, one question. What about Chris Braswell or Braswell?
From the defensive line from Alabama,
Yeah.
yeah, that's somebody too. I think could fall. I think he's a day 2 pick. I don't know that he's going to get a day 1 pickup. There's only like 2 defensive. Is he listed as defensive lineman or edge?
Deep linebacker. I think he's listed as a linebacker, or he's edge,
Yeah,
edge and linebacker. Yeah.
yeah, but he's a linebacker edge guy. But I think he's more of an edge, outside linebacker edge guy. I think he's in the top. I don't know, top 10 edge, but I think he's a day 2 guy. I don't think he's a top 50 player, but he'll certainly go day 2.
Good. I was just wondering.
He's a second round guy, in my opinion.
Okay.
Not that anyone cares what my opinion is.
Kelly does.
When?
I'm trying to encourage you, and that just hurts
Now,
you.
I think one of the steals of the draft, I think I got him ranked ahead of. I actually have Jared Verse as my number 3 edge. Liatu Latu, I have as number 2. Then I have Jared Verse. Then I have Chop Robinson as my top 4.
Man, so we got coming up later today the Alabama Auburn show.
We do.
You fired up about that?
Man, I mean it's a great time to be alive, Jeff. We got Auburn A-Day game. Got Alabama still playing in the Final Four. There's a lot to talk about. Recruiting is coming strong. We got the portal opens back up on April 15th. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about going forward.
Hey, answer this one, or not answer, to speak to it. Matthew Cherry says, did you guys hear that Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. will be wearing the same number as his dad did at Alabama?
I did hear that, and I don't care. I remember having Dre Sr. Come on my radio show way back in the day. He came on with Jeff, what's the line? Jarrell Harris. I had both of them on the same day. Man, they were just them looking around the radio station. Man, they thought it was the coolest thing ever. And man, Dre has always been unbelievably nice to me throughout the years. But as a young kid, he was a junior. Him and Jarrell Harris coming in to the radio show is always been a highlight. Justin Gibbs, I'm sure, remembers that. He was producing my show back then, I think. We had a lot of fun in those days.
Oh, man.
So what's that number? He wore 21? Is that right?
I think so.
I'm not up on my Alabama numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was 21. I think you're right. Yeah. All right, man. I will talk to you in just a little bit, and we'll be fired up for the Alabama Auburn show.
Yeah, man. Thank you to all our sponsors. Yeah. Paul Collette, now Twin City Used Cars. How about that one? LeBurton's, Etowah County Tip Line, Sheriff Jonathan Horton, King's Olive Oil. We're going to do a live show there. Let's make that happen, Jeff.
Yeah.
Trent Thrasher Construction, Come on, son. What you know about Trent Thrasher construction? He be construction.
Hey, wait,
Pierce attorneys at law.
pause.
Yeah.
I saw where they released that Hank Williams IV is coming to the Gadsden Mortimer Gloucester Amphitheater.